games. That's incorrect though. Always check your camera settings. Bam. Now we're good. That's yours. Substitute over here. But welcome, Grant. Tell everybody your name.
My name is Grant Whiteoak. Dude, I gotta look cool on the screen. Wild. Woo!
So like distracting.
Go wild.
Like trying to play.
That's a nice camera, dude. Whatever they got going on. So what do I do? Like I can just kind of do whatever?
Yeah.
All right.
But if you go over to play, we're probably gonna do the single player. Check out some stories.
Play. Campaign. Main story. That's all you got. Resurrection is like after you beat the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is this like? Like what era of Star Wars is this?
I don't even know. We're gonna find out.
Okay. Start my adventure. Soldier, Special Forces, Explorer. I'm an explorer for sure. Dude, this game is tight, man.
That should be good. Settings are clean.
Who's watching?
Possibly nobody. Eventually somebody. No. Somebody's here. Hi, Mo. Say hi to Mo.
Mo. Yo.
And Hannah.
What up, Hannah? Gotta pay attention.
Captain, she's highly trained. Deception, infiltration, extraction. She's special
Dang,
forces.
they really do great graphics, like CGI stuff. Whoa. Video games have stepped up. Isn't that crazy?
Inferno Squad.
Yeah, dude, if you haven't played video games in a while, you're gonna be in for some treats.
So is this considered CGI?
Yeah, I mean, this is all CG. They do like motion cap usually. Boom, boom. All right, good retweets.
Look at me.
Sick. People know about shit.
So let's talk facts. That's what I'm here for.
Hi, Mo.
You
Hi,
have the
Hannah.
activation code. I've got the ability to help you out. Just give me the code. You know we can really use someone like you. Just help me and I'll help you. It's that easy.
How do they motion like capture
I'm gonna get what I want
a
eventually.
face? Because I know they use like the white balls and
My
you're in
best
like a
technicians are
bodysuit.
slicing
Yeah.
into your droid.
I don't know. Really fucking intense cameras are the answer.
Take on my offer. All I want is the code. The Empire's time has come. You don't have to go down with it.
You're
Can you hear
right.
us? Let me know if
The
you can't hear
Empire's
us.
time has come.
So here's a deep question. What does like net neutrality, how does it affect video games in general? Because a lot of it is like online.
Well, like the idea of like fast lanes and shit, they could like potentially
What have you
just kill
here?
your connection unless you pay money,
9010 tactical droid.
and then you wouldn't be able to play.
You were way more advanced than the ID-9. Slicing into you is not going to be easy.
You know, a lot of that stuff is speculative, right? It's just like up to the companies.
Right.
It just means that they reduce the
The
rules that make
captain's
them
working on that
standardize
in the
everything.
detention center. Until then,
So it's
the
like
only
they
way
could
to access
charge
this
you extra
droid's
money
data
if
is
you
to
like
pry
want
the
to play
memory
video games
core out of its
online.
shell.
Analysis shows this 1910 has been modified with an electric
electroshock, which can't do anything if the droid is
I feel like internet's finally like getting
until it hits the access code. This ID-10 can't do a thing.
sort of competition.
Please, just let me work in peace.
This guy's face is
That's his nose. That's what I just realized. Like, they're just nostrils connected to his ears.
He's like, yeah. Hi, Aaron.
Oh,
You're
shit.
doing stuff, dude. You're staring at his nostrils.
Can you, like, zoom in?
Oh, shit. Are we supposed to be doing something? Oh, no. He's dead. Oh, you're the droid.
Droid, execute the plan. Download the ship schematics from their computers, then come find me.
Okay.
Locate the commander. Shock the eliminates targets with electro.
That's probably right, sure. I think you gotta go to that glowy thing over there.
Just gotta get the feel. Who's my dude over here? Yo.
Dude, I love those power words. Solid design.
Oh, you can rob. Just gotta get, get the hangs, figure out.
Droid, access the security systems. Find the schematics.
Okay, so going down is press to slice. The droid can hack into security systems. Alright. This game is crazy. Oh, I should see this contact over here.
You get real up in his grill.
I can't do anything. Wouldn't it be crazy if that stuff was like real? Okay, so there's two options, the glowy stuff. Some of this over here.
Don't touch that.
Oh, you're like in the camera system. You gotta kill someone.
RM. Okay, so they had me look. Right on. There's nothing I can do here. Okay. Let's go here. Plug in. My darling.
Yeah, that's your person. Gotta go save her.
Use the ventilation system to reach me.
Reach the sun. The ventilation system.
So neither of us have seen the new movie.
No.
So no questions about the new movie.
Although, I hear it's amazing.
I've been starting to hear a little bit of backlash, but like the fact that like something in it might be like kind of controversial makes me more excited.
Yeah.
I just like I'm into the idea of them trying to do different things with it. As long as it's good. And there's no Ewoks.
You don't like the Ewoks? Those are my favorite characters.
You like the Ewoks?
You ever seen a Shih Tzu dog?
I almost got in a fight about Ewoks last night.
They look the same.
They're just like big. They're just teddy bears, man. This is made a teddy bear race.
There's the vent side. Just making sure I'm, holding the right spot. Oh, what's going on right here? More cameras. Collectible found. Check career milestones for progress. Right on. Look at all these bits and pieces. This is how they made iPhone, Now that is creepy. Look at that guy. Yuck. Alright, let's take care of business here. Because we're taking care of business.
Droid, find the vent. That's an order.
Okay. Found the vent. Oops. Alright. This is a weird, crazy, cool vent. Oh, vent. Who's down here? Can you fall? Okay, you can fall. Look at all these little floaties. What are they?
You work too much. And why? You know who's in her cell, right? The big shot Imperial special. What the? Vents are acting up again. There's nothing special about it. Exactly. The one build a new Death Star or whatever. You ever heard me take anything?
My girl. Are you stoked for that sorority noise? Trip.
Yeah, that got announced, right? Yeah, it should be really good. It's like a month out, the story noise, and the openers are really good too. And
Full US, dude. That's a long trip. It's like a month.
yeah, it's pretty wild. It's like basically what we just did. Almost the exact same routing, with like a few less shows in the south. But it's gonna be a time. And it's not till March, so I'm gonna sleep a lot until then.
Yeah, I imagine like being the tour manager, you are the person working possibly the hardest.
Yeah,
Not
it's
at
just
all
like
times, but
yeah, it's like it is. It's a lot of work, and like I think like the hardest part is just like when you really like need a break, you can't necessarily take one.
Right.
Because when things need to get done, they have to get done. If you don't do them, nobody will.
right.
You guys are going to it, right? Aaron says that he's going to see you guys when you're in Colorado.
Aaron, we're gonna be seeing you. We play in Colorado 2 days. Playing Denver and
Colorado Springs.
Springs.
I've never been. Like, what is Colorado Springs? Have you been there?
I've never been to either.
Because like Pierre, like when we were in Denver, Pierre was like playing in Colorado Springs like the next day or something. I was like, I have no idea.
Oh my jeez. I felt the backlash of.
You gotta go off to that thing and hit square. Yeah.
I'm just
You're just.
peeking.
You're having the time.
Alright, here we go.
Grant's an expert video game player.
Sometimes I feel like the smallest move will get me killed, so I don't want to, you know, I don't want to die. Dude, alright, I'm honestly, see all this this transition? Honestly, I wish this was a Tony Hawk game because
Oh yeah.
it's super steep.
I thought you were admiring the texture work. Just like,
No,
look at how detailed.
transition,
Can't see the
training.
pixels.
Aye.
The bump mapping is just amazing.
Get down. Okay. But yeah, Colorado Springs. We'll be in Colorado for 4 days in the month of January because we are going on tour with Casual also. Right after the Grandma thing.
Oh really?
Yeah, we're going from the 17th to the 20th of January.
Where is that? Where are you guys headed on that one?
We're going to head south. So we're going to be in Texas for 2 days, and then we'll be in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Texas rules.
I've never been.
Shouts out to Texas.
Apparently I have relatives there.
You don't have security clearance. You'll have to slice open doors.
Square button,
Dude,
man.
yeah, but here's the thing. Dude is going to come rushing at me right away.
He's not gonna know anything.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, where is Kerrigan? I don't know where Kerrigan is.
Stealth. The detection meter shows the rubbish growing awareness of your presence. When it flashes, they enter full alert.
I think you
Okay.
can kill stuff. So.
Command is expecting
You
updates
sneaky.
before Endor if possible.
You sneaky bird.
The encryption is surprisingly complex. I'll do what I can to hurry things up, but no promises.
I'll pass it along.
Is that what I do? Am I supposed to interact?
That's what it says. It's very sneaky about it. It might be in the other way.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean? Try going in that hallway. Later, Mo.
Bye, Mo.
Incoming message from Battlefront II. Key personnel. Please report.
Key personnel, please report to a briefing immediately.
There are too many rebels outside my cell. Find another way.
How did I not hear that? If I was a guard, no droid would get past me, man. Straight up. Just kidding. Dude, this is like pretty freaking cool. I used to have this Power Ranger game, and I played it all the time, dude. I would rush home from like my first grade, like preschool, kindergarten class, wherever it was, and I'd just go straight downstairs and play the PlayStation 1.
What Power Rangers game was on PlayStation 1?
Dude, I don't recall.
Do you remember what kind of Power Rangers it was? Was it the Cars ones?
No, it was earlier. But to be fair, I didn't get super. I didn't have like a memory card, so I just like play from the beginning and only get to a certain level every time, and then just like not know what to do.
I remember that. I did that all the time too.
It was just like I didn't care.
The idea of memory cards was just like impossible.
And then
like,
I
how are you
got-
gonna tell your mom like, oh, I need this other thing that costs more money?
Right. They're
to
like,
actually
no,
play the game. And they're just like, no, you have the game.
go outside.
You need one for Tony Hawk on N64. Shit was expensive.
You also need for like Majora's Mask. Don't you need like an extension pack? Or whatever?
But I think it came with it. Because I definitely had that. Actually, I think I lost it at a certain point too. I think I took it to my friend's house and then forgot it there. So I can't play my copy of Majora's Mask. Sad. Oh, you gotta go back down.
Okay. Where is?
Eject from central catacooling cell. Enter in our towers. Please maintain security protocol.
Lockdown. You'll need to deactivate it from one of their terminals. Contact me when it's done.
Finally, turn this red thing.
No. I think it's that blue dot over there. Careful. Let's see.
Oh, cool.
They found you, dude.
So what do I do now?
Fucking run to the thing.
Run? How do I run?
Glide slowly.
I died?
Die, dude.
Alright, everybody, I died. To everyone.
Grant died. Start the counter. We're gonna keep track of all deaths.
Okay. Reach cell block. So what do? I gotta be super
You
sneaky.
gotta get to the other side of the room.
Eject from central catacooling cell. Enter in our
Go to
towers.
it, like it's fine.
Please maintain security protocol.
Lockdown. You'll need to deactivate it from one of their terminals. Contact me when it's done.
You're right. The IR cannon power coupling is fried.
What's your opinion on tuna?
Dude, no. It's Paul eats that stuff all the time, and he's like, dude, he'll make like this tuna mayo stuff,
Yeah,
and he'll put
tuna
it in a
salad.
container for days and snack on it. And to me, I'm just like, dude, I worked at Panera, and I had to do sandwiches for a little bit, and like, that stuff is gross, dude. It just smells like fish. Not like good, you know, fish. It smells like freaking fish.
I think tuna's alright. I'm not a big salad, if you're calling it a salad because it has mayo in it,
Right,
right?
right.
Like fucking potato salad? No. It's just potatoes and mayo, like gross. But like fresh tuna's alright.
Dude, have you ever had like this thing called like Laura Dune salad?
No. What is that?
Dude, my mom used to make it, and it's like, it has these special cookies, like Laura Dune cookies,
Okay.
and then it has like mandarin oranges in it, and it has
That's weird.
like this weird, like, yogurty, dude, it's really, really good. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, it's really
It sounds like Jello salad or something. Whipped cream and Jello. Some Midwestern shit. Grandpa brought cookies, so I'm gonna eat one.
Dude, please have one. You didn't have to brush your teeth for me, though.
I think we gotta go in there.
This is what you...
It's kind of a weird way to start the game.
Yeah, I guess it's not the... I'm trying to think of a game where it starts off like Jack and Daxter, kind of. Where you're not really the main protagonist.
Right, we just do this little intro. I mean, I guess it's like a good way to like introduce the character, right? We gotta go save the character. Subway cookies are really good.
They're so amazing.
We had Subway at like my high school, and so Subway cookies just remind me of high school.
We had like you know, a la carte stuff, but they had like every Thursday they would like bring in shitty Leanne Chin stuff.
Oh, really?
But it was like frozen Leanne Chin, like
Yeah.
it was fucking weird. But I would yomp on it.
Yeah. Like, I mean, the Subway was like almost like not a real Subway. It was just like Subway type sandwiches, but the cookies were bomb. Some people only got cookies like every day, which is really bad for you.
Subway every day is really bad for you.
No, only cookies every
Oh
day.
yeah, totally.
But they're like $1, so.
Right on time. Let's go.
Agent Hask, do you read me?
Loud and clear, Commander Versio. You're right on time.
I'm moving to the communications
Commander
center.
Versio.
Copy that.
Once I've located
Our hero.
and destroyed the stolen Imperial message, I will signal for extraction.
There's my jump. There's my crouch. Here's my nothing.
You don't have a gun.
Nothing. Nothing.
You're
I'll
locked
get
up
you
until
one.
after Endor. After that, we'll figure out what...
Shock.
to do with you. So, until then, just sit down and be quiet.
They're all chocolate chip.
Appears to be chocolate chip.
I'm a noob when it comes to it. If you can make it to one or downward, full color, grainier. I'll let you know. Jeb, thank you for giving. Yeah. I'll let you know, Jeb.
Droid, open the cell.
Is it at cadence? Or where is it at? Let me know. Takedown. Press R3 to perform a silent takedown. R3 is...
Oh. Click the right stick.
Oh my god.
Go get that guy. Oh. I saw you.
Jeez, what do I do? Do I gotta kill him?
Go hit him in the face. Take his gun, kill him with his own gun.
Can I take his gun?
I don't know, did he have a gun?
I'm not sure.
Doesn't look like.
I can wait here all day.
I think you're gonna have to
Fight him.
run in there.
Nothing? You guys don't got anything for me? God dang it.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh, good.
shit!
Nope. Other stick. There you go. Oh,
How do
God.
I turn around? Dang, they got her. Scan. Alright.
Alright.
Agent Hask, do you read me?
Real this time.
Loud and
Don't
clear,
let them see
Commander
you.
Versio.
Alright,
You're
yes.
right
What?
on time.
Hit him in the back of the head.
I'm moving to the communications center.
Copy that.
Once I've located and destroyed the stolen Imperial message, I will signal for extraction. Droid, open the cell.
Hey, that's enough! You're locked up until after Endor. After
Crouch.
that, we'll
Be
figure out what to
quieter.
do with you. So, until then, just sit down and be quiet.
There you go. Go get him. Ah.
Wow, no blood.
You like strangled him or whatever. Watch out.
Droid shock. Shock eliminates enemies when they enter his. So when the meter is full. Okay, well.
Need to disable.
Have the rebels figured out you wanted to be caught?
So is he dead?
Cross their mind.
Okay.
To be fair, we're operating outside protocol. We should have just blown up their ship.
Would have raised too many questions. For this to work, we need to be subtle.
I understand, Commander.
Alright. So I'm practically playing Star Wars right now.
Dude, you are the Star Wars.
Slice this.
Yeah. It's a coincidence, dude. I wasn't even thinking that I'd be doing this when I tweeted that. I just saw it and was like, dude, I want to see that.
Calling the invincible faith. By now, you are aware of the beacon directing Alliance ships to the Galan system. With this ruse, we will divert the Empire's attention away from Sullust. We are amassing the fleet in preparation for our attack on Endor. Join us. We need every available ship to strike a decisive blow against
The rebels still think we don't know about Sullust. They have no idea what's waiting for them at Endor.
We need to keep it that way. If the rebels decrypt that transmission before I delete it, everything will fall apart.
There you go.
Shit.
Time to go hot.
That's crazy. I'm trying to do it, but I can't.
Is this circle or is it just square? Yeah, it's square. Yeah, probably hold square. There you go.
If I shoot, am I gonna like? So then, if I leave this, do I still have the I don't have the silent takedown. That's only when I don't have a gun.
Slice
Right.
that.
Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that, droid.
Gotta do it, dude.
All right,
Gotta go shoot him.
I gotta do it. I'm trying to think. I can't fucking there.
Shock 'em.
Why'd you die, Aaron? That doesn't make sense. There's a dude. Did you see the dude? He's gonna turn around. Nope.
Oh shit.
Nope. Nobody heard that. Nobody knows. I see you. Oh. Take him out, dude.
I love your...
There you go.
Come on. Fucker. How do I do this? Oh shit, where are you going at? Where are you shit? Come on.
There you go.
Let's go. I feel like playing Halo.
It's exactly like playing Halo, dude. Same genre.
Same genre.
First person shooters. No, they originally just called Doom clones. Because Doom was so popular.
God, get out of here.
Gotta make them pay. They're part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor.
Shit, there we go.
Just shoot him, dude.
Can we check on that Imperial transmission again? Waiting, we're almost out of
That's useful.
Yeah, that's really useful. Have you never played this? Like,
No, I haven't played the single player yet. I just got it on Friday. And I've been playing the multiplayer.
Seriously coming out?
I'm kind of liking it. I was gonna buy it, but then it was on sale. So I was like, fuck.
Is ammo unlimited? What does that do?
Zooms in.
Fucker. Come on, man, get out of here. Trying to fucking catch a buzz.
Agent Hask, I've reached the communication center. Deleting the message will trigger their alarm. Be ready for extraction.
What do I do to this droid? I'm not supposed to hurt droids.
That droid is just chilling. He already looks like he's kind of hurt.
Where is like your health? Is that the white bar?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm good.
Yeah, it regenerates.
Slicing.
What'd you do today, man?
What did I do today? I woke up. That was pretty sick. I worked out, which was hard because I was a little bit hungover. I drank a bunch of wine yesterday. I cleaned up down here specifically in preparation for the stream, and I took a shower. Those are the list of my activities for Sunday. So I think it kind of sucks. So I just wanted to do nothing. You know what I mean? But like I had to work yesterday, and then I have to work tomorrow. One day is not a long enough weekend.
Beginning preparations.
I'll secure a blaster and reach
Where are you
the
working
extraction
right
point.
I work at T-Squared Screen Printing.
Oh, sick.
I'm on the move.
So is the Corvus.
Do they do music stuff or just do everything?
Everything. Like music stuff,
Slice.
everything. It's really cool. Like, I work with two people and I can kind of do whatever I want.
Disable now.
Raiden Versio was defeated.
I'll secure a
Let's do
blaster
this.
and reach the extraction point.
Yeah, I did like one day. I like caught
I'm on the move.
t-shirts, you know what I mean? Like off the dryer for a shop that needed some help getting some shit done. It's cool. It's a cool process. There's like
fun.
the big like, you guys have like the big like octopus 3D printers.
Yeah, we have 3 of them. And we have 2 ovens.
Yeah. It's a cool process.
What are you
It's
talking
like a
about?
thing to do. Really skill. Careful, dude. Your health's low.
If I back up a little, cool. coming from?
Need to disable.
This game is confusing sometimes because I'll walk up to like the image expecting it to be like a circle press that I'm pressing and it's square.
Yeah, it'll probably always be square.
You can shoot drone. Oh wow, that's tight.
There you go. Suck it, dudes.
Who's that?
It's like a reload.
Oh, okay. How do you run faster? I know you can run faster.
I think it's the left stick.
Joy, disable them.
How do you think all the families of these people feel about you moving?
Well, no, dude. They're coming at me in the wrong way.
I would say self-defense at this point. This killer could be killed in this world.
Jeez, that's intense, dude. I seriously have not played a game like this in so long. I kind of dig it, like. Wait, isn't the Rebel Alliance the good people?
Yeah, but not if you're an Imperial, dude.
Right.
Maybe there is no good, no bad. Even though the leader of the Imperials is like a horrible, scary monster. I love Star Wars.
It's a really good.
Shock!
Go. What's up with that? They got the best music. Aiming is like, it's like lag, you know? Not lag, but like.
Yeah, it's sort of slow. Like modern TVs are like not as snappy as older TVs.
It's not like it's snappy, it's just that it seems like they make it for like difficulty purposes. Jeez, dude. It's intense.
What are your feelings on cookie dough?
Need. Must have cookie dough.
I don't know the last time I ate.
Cookie dough is really good.
It's so good. It's very bad. Like, I like cookies too though, so like, it's kind of a waste of dough.
I like cookie dough, dude. Put that in cereal.
Cereal?
Straight up, dude. You've never had cookie dough in cereal?
I've never had cookie dough in cereal. I've had the cookie dough bites that you get like moved.
Yeah, have you, dude, they make
Those
like,
are so fucking
they make
good.
like cookie dough, like peanut butter style spread. You know what I mean?
Why?
Dude, because it's good. And they also make like this like hazelnut cheesecake stuff from Jif. Dude, Jif is on their shit. Like, they don't care. Like, it's not an issue to them.
One of the, I think the hippocampus photographer was carrying around like cookie butter spread.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about.
It's
good, huh?
That stuff's dangerous. I mean, like, I've had that, like, cookie butter ice cream and like just good. Those like butter cookies are so good. They're like Swedish. You ready for like the most cliche question of all time?
Yes.
How'd you come up with the name Heart to Gold?
Dude, I can't do this and play at the same time.
All right, pause
okay.
Here, let's wait.
Okay.
Bam.
So, oh my
Story
god.
time.
Okay. So, Heart to Gold got its name because I had this, I have these two friends that, like, you know, we went to high school together and we used to have sleepovers and whatever and whatnot, and like, so we were staying over at my friend Eric's house, and it was me, my friend Eric, and my friend Mario, and like, we were there alone, and we were like, you know, smoking weed, doing whatever, like hanging out, like late high school stuff, like maybe even early high school, but like, we were home alone. His mom and her like boyfriend at the time come back from like a night out on like drinking, and they are like belligerent, like tossed, dude. Like they're
shit-faced.
Like, dude, can't even communicate, can't even, dude, like, it was crazy. And so like, you know, we knew what was going on, and we were like, okay, that's fine, you know, we're about to go to bed, go tired, whatever. So this dude has like 2 dogs, and he like brings the dogs over, and like we start hearing like shrieks of yelping from like dog yelps, and dude, I'm getting
Dog
to it,
better be
dude.
okay.
After a minute or so, like, it was very noticeable that this dude was beating the shit out of his dogs.
What the
like
hell?
He was beating the shit out of this dog named like Rocky, and like that was like his dog or whatever. And so like me and Mario are like freaking out. We're just like, dude, like, Eric, do something. Like, Eric, do something. Like, you know?
Yeah.
And so like Eric like opens up his door, and he's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop it, please. And then like they're like not even within his sight. They're like in the kitchen, and he's looking out into the living room, like it's pitch black or whatever. He's just like yelling, and he knows that they can hear him. And so like 10 seconds later, these 2 like belligerent ass drunk adults like dog pile into this room, and like they're like, you know, teasing us and making fun of us, and like just being belligerent drunk, like calling us pussies, and you know, a bunch of other derogatory terms that don't need to be said.
Yeah.
And like
Fucked up shit.
eventually like this dude like brings his dog into the room and starts beating the shit out of his dog in front of us. Like he's like hitting the dog and not letting go. Like he hits it and grabs its head, and this dog is yelping, and dude, it was like we were sitting there fucking freaking out, and like we were young enough to the point where like we couldn't like fight this dude or anything, because like he'd like throw a beer bottle and stab us or some shit. Like dude, it was crazy. And like this dude is just doing some crazy shit, and then like his mom is not doing anything, but she's like bawling there and and like she like I had my phone in my lap and I was like gonna take a video of what was going on, and she's in like this one piece like nightgown, like pretty much naked, and she jumps on me and grabs my phone and is like screaming at me, and she's like, "There's no smoking in this house," like thinking that me holding my phone was me like hitting a bong or something. And like it goes on for like 20 minutes. We like eventually get this dude to like leave these dogs alone, and he's trying to get like us to beat the dog, and he's telling us that we're pussies, and he's just like, this is how you handle people, this is how you handle animals, like this is what makes animals obedient, and this is what people did for thousands of years before wussies like you came along. And then like eventually the dog's out of the room, and like he's so drunk that he keeps like hanging and talking to us and like yelling at us or whatever, like, and he starts to go into like this like mode where he's trying to like give us guidance and preach to us and shit like that, and like he's saying some stupid ass belligerent shit, and then like he like keeps like getting mad that we're like laughing at his stupidity, and like he like just like at one point like jumps on the bed and tries to grab my friend Mario's leg and like drag him off the bed because like he was like the person in front of him laughing. And then so like I was on the bed too, and Eric like grabbed his shoulder, and I like kicked him in the chest and arm, and like all that force from like Eric grabbing him, Mario pushing him off, and me kicking him, like here's the bed, here's like a little space, and here's a dresser. Like he like falls back into this dresser, and all this shit falls off of this dresser, and he's like being held back by like Eric's mom and Eric, and like he's just like I'm from Edison, home of the Tommies. We used to beat kids up like you for fun. Heart to gold, heart to gold, heart to fucking gold. Like, home of the Tommies, like, dad just going crazy. Like, and then like, that was just like, I was like doing this music stuff for the first time, and like me and my neighbor Jack were like trying to start a band or whatever, and like we tried to be like super pop punk, like popist of like Story So Far, pop punk style stuff, and like I just thought that Heart to Gold was the coolest pop punk name. And then like when I like the actual Heart to Gold started, it was just like, oh, that name was already like a thing, because I just had this in my mind. I was like, any project that I do or like am part of, I want to have it named Heart to Gold, or like under Heart to Gold. Yeah. Because that's just like what I've already set up, and I think that that's a cool enough name, and I don't have to search for names ever again. And then it just so happens that it has like the craziest story behind it.
Up, like night that you had.
It's crazy, like
it
yeah.
sounds like some like meaningful like emo pop punk shit.
I was just like,
gold, man, you gotta have a gold heart. And it's like actually like
a horrible
somebody's
story.
justifying their terrible, like whatever tradition.
It was originally spelled like heart 2, like your heart is 2 gold, like TOO, and then like we had this one bass player from Texas at the time, and he was just like, it came time to like have that in writing, and he was just like, oh hell no, like you seriously want it to be spelled like that? Like it doesn't roll off the tongue like just regular Heart to Gold. It's Heart 2 Gold, not Heart to Gold. And I was like, all right, fine. And I remember I was so upset at that. I was just like, dude, that's whack, but it's 2 to 3, whatever. And like now I don't care at all. But yeah, that name is just like a crazy night, dude.
How long ago was that? It was like,
dude, shit. That was before I lived in Red Wing, so like that was like a year, maybe 2 years before I lived in Red Wing. So 5, 6 years ago, 4, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, crazy. Dude, let me see what people are saying.
oh yeah.
Is that Aaron?
Mm-hmm.
Look alive, agents.
Yeah, straight up, Aaron. That really happened.
Oh yeah. What? You gotta name Hannah's chinchillas.
How many do you have?
Suggest names for the chinchillas.
We need to reach Platform 4 and secure those TIE fighters. That's our only
How
way
many
back to the quarters.
chinchies?
Agent Miko, scout ahead.
Yes, Commander.
Agent Hask, Contact the eviscerator. I need to speak with the
Yeah,
Admiral.
Aaron, that is a real story. Lake scene. Who's that?
Inferno Squad is evacuating
Mo.
Endor.
Mo is back?
And
What's
or
the
Hannah.
situation?
And or Hannah.
has ordered a retreat. We're pulling out of the system. Make it to your ship.
These people have families. Dude, straight up.
Yes, sir. We'll contact you when we reach the Corvus.
Heart to Aaron. Yeah, dude, of course we have. That's just what we do.
Don't understand how this happened. The trap was perfect.
Yeah, and if you don't know, now you know. We have a band, and we played one show once, and we called ourselves Fart to Mold. And it's me drumming, it's Blake playing bass, and it's Sid playing guitar. That's pretty tight.
Are you good at drums?
I started as a drummer, but I didn't like learn to like do anything when I had a drum set. Like I had a first act. That was like the first thing. I got it when I was in like 3rd grade, and like from 3rd grade to like 5th grade, I just beat the shit out of it. I just like everything was absolutely like putting holes in the bass drum. Didn't even know that like how the physics behind any of that worked.
Just hitting shit as hard as possible.
Dude, yeah, like not even making beats, just like. And then I got a guitar, and I used to just tune my guitar to like the first 3 low strings. I used to just tune those to like sound like a power chord when I barred, and I would just like try to emulate Green Day songs by like barring. And then my mom was like, "Oh wow, you're getting the hang of it. Like, is there anyone like?" Would you ever do lessons? And I was like, yeah. And then we couldn't afford like real good lessons. So I had like a best friend at the time who was like my skate homie. And they like were super active in this church they went to. And his older sister like was like a drummer, and she like taught drum lessons and taught guitar lessons. And she taught me like guitar lessons. And at the time I thought it was like amazing, detailed lessons. And then like I realized a few years later that like she didn't teach me anything. Like, she didn't teach me a damn thing, and I just like she taught me like how the intro to like Sweet Child of Mine and how to like read a chord, and she like forced me to write my own song, and that's where I found that like songwriting was pretty like easy to me. It like matching words to stuff was like pretty simple. Mo.
It's like a good organ.
Y'all should get Taco Cat. I've never had that, but I've been told it's pretty nice. Is there like a battery on this thing? Wow. That's tight. Heart to Mold, 2 chinchillas, boy or girl. I'm like out of boat, because I didn't, you know.
That's all of them. Time to keep moving.
Let me know, boy or girl.
We weren't expecting special forces.
That's the point, Sergeant.
All the same, we're in your debt, Commander.
Taco Cat?
Taco Cat? You ever had Taco Cat?
I've never had it, but I have a sticker on my guitar that says Taco Cat, and some people used to go like, "Dude, Taco Cat," and I've been like, I think it was a band or something.
No, it's like Punk Rock Tacos. They like started a bike delivery service for tacos. Now they have like a location at Midtown.
Be ready.
But they only really like deliver like basically like 5 and like east of here. Because they ride bikes even in the winter. But when Kerrigan and Aaron were here, we got Kerrigan's from Iowa and Aaron from Colorado. It was like, gotta have some Minneapolis.
Right.
Some Minneapolis shit when you're here. I really like this one. Like single shot is not working.
Scanning.
Yeah, so how's the Hearts of Gold stuff going? You guys have played a lot of shows recently, right? Or like at least like 2 a month, it seems like.
Yeah, we stopped. We had like unexpectedly planned a bunch of shows at like the end of October and the beginning of November. We just kind of like didn't think about it, and they like all kind of scrunched together, and it ended with us playing that household show and then playing at McAllister College's radio on November 11th. And since then, we took a break from shows, and we were just like, we're not going to play until we leave for tour, because we're going to be playing it, like, 7 nights consecutively, so it's just like, we need to take a break, and then we can, like, see what it's like to, like, have a break between shows, like a month between shows, and then have a show and see how the turnout is, because if that's the case, then, like, we might want to, like, I always had this thing where it was, like, when we started, and we, like, put out Still Stuck, and we first were getting shows, I've, like, and to this day, you know, like, we're a very, very fortunate band to be able to get asked to play shows and do that, like, because that's, like, a huge border and boundary for, like, so many musicians and artists. It's just, like, they just never get the ability to, like, be a part of a show or be taken serious and all that stuff. So I took it serious, like, and it was, like, when we put out Still Stuck, I was like, we're going to play every single show we get asked, and we're just going to play as many shows as we can to different, you know, demographics, so whoever we can attract will want to be a part of it and, like our band. And then, you know, up until now, that has been, like, a really, really good thing, and we've played a lot of shows to a lot of different people. We've gotten to be able to, like, figure out shows that we don't like and don't want to play, and shows that we dream of being a part of, and areas and stuff. And so we took a break from that point, and I'm stoked to, like, start doing that again. And we have 2 shows in January here in Minneapolis. So
yeah, it's sick. I want to go to that January 5th show.
Dude, be there.
I linked the event. It's on Twitch channel.
Yep, Paper House. And I was at the Paper House last night. The Paper House was jumping last night.
Who was playing last night?
Harper's Jar, a band called Nice, Grandma, and a band called The Zoo. And I guess the thing is, like, it's, you know, in the center of Dinkytown, so it's kind of like they won't start shows until after 9 now, because it's like so many people just turn up towards that between like 9 and midnight. Like, it's just free for all. It's like a party. People hear the sounds and they just like go in, and no one's stopping anybody from coming in. There's no like cover charge or anything. It's just like a crusty punk house, but like, you know, people just like get down, like, and it's kind of like, I get it, you know, they're not there because of the band necessarily. They're kind of just there jumping around and being like, oh my god, I'm in a basement punk show movie style, like, wow. But like, it's still a great feeling. Like, I was like talking to Grandma and them, and I was like, dude, this place is jumping. Like, I'd feel amazing if I were you, because like, you guys are getting people buck, like, they're just like jumping around, you know. It's a good feeling, and it's cool to see.
Yeah, I haven't been to Paper House. Wait, where's Paper House?
It's on 4th Street, like, before Central, but after the 35W thing. So it's like in between that area.
Okay, I think I know where that's at.
And it's a pretty sick spot. Like, the basement is huge, but it's like, they're so crust, dude. Like, they smoke cigarettes inside in the basement, and like last night there's like 20 people lighting cigarettes, and they're like smoking and they're trying to get down. And I was like, I looked at them and I was like, yo, like, I am not against what you're doing, but like, put out your cigarette or you're gonna burn somebody, because I'm about to jump on people. Like, and then they got like pushed super far back as soon as Grandma's set started, and I told them, I was like, yo, that's what I said, like, you guys just burnt your cigarettes all on each other. And this chick was like, what if I put it out on you? I was just like, I don't, like, that's not what I'm saying, like, I don't care, like, just be ready, because I'm about to jump on a couple people, and I don't want to kick your cigarette into somebody's arm, you know, like, I get it, dude.
Yeah, cigarettes at shows, not my thing. It's like too packed, too like close people for that kind of thing. In my opinion.
Looks like you're ready for it. Troopers, we're gonna take back that platform and evacuate this moon. And then we're gonna make the rebellion pay.
So you guys are recording right now?
We are. We
Then that's what we're gonna do.
have a little bit of tracking to do. Like, the main tracking is all known. We just want to, like, see. We're waiting on some rough mixes so I can pinpoint where I would want to add some things. then I'm gonna add those things that I think I like want, and then we're gonna do like a final listen with Eric, and we're gonna sit around and like, you know, listen to it, and then dial down what people like about it, what each person doesn't like, and then go from there, and then hopefully we can get it mixed and mastered in record time, and shop around a bit. I don't know. It's one of those things where like it's been a super long process, and not because we made it so. It's just like, you know, certain people are doing certain things, and it's just like it's time consuming. So we've had a lot of time spread out, and a lot of these songs are kind of like old to us now. So we had it hyped up to be this thing where we thought it was going to be like our debut self-titled album, and then just like after a while it was just like these songs don't really, I don't feel the same way that I did when I wrote these songs, and some of these songs like aren't even what Heart to Gold is now. Like they were written and performed when we had other members, so it's kind of like that. It's not like, if it was the case and we were like, yo, it's our self-titled album, I feel like it would be more inclined like, oh, this is what Grant has put together, like with these members, instead of like a Sid, Blake, and Grant thing that we did. So we're gonna put it out, and it's gonna be called Comp, and we might just kind of locally do whatever, but we're gonna see if anybody would want to put their hands on it via, you know, the rock stars.
Yeah, you gotta hit up those rock stars, dude.
I mean, if they're willing to help us out and do that, then it's just like, that's all. I can't ask anything more. Like, if they want to do that on their time and talk to their people, it's just like, they give a shit. And there's a lot of bands that, like, I'm sure they wouldn't do that for. And it's kind of like, that's cool. I definitely don't want to, like, get wrapped up into a bunch of stuff where it's just like, oh, your guys are only successful because of so-and-so and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
like,
and, like, honestly, like, there are, like gates to getting into the music industry. That's like, if you write good songs, they eventually shine through.
That's what I'm saying. Art is
especially
art.
with the internet, like, people get attached to certain things. Write good songs, like, people will care about it, and they'll grow.
I think we have the biggest fan, and his name is Jim Dunn, and he is just like, he's the only reason that, like, he's really, really into what we do, and he really reassures me, because he's just always just like, don't overthink it. You, like, don't overthink it, dude. Just put it out. Just like, alright, man.
Jim Dunn knows law, man.
Dude, he knows. He's got his own laws.
He lurks. He like, because he was at that casino show. He was like, yeah, I know your Twitter. And I was like, that's really weird, but kind of cool.
Scan the area.
Just lurk at Twitter.
His Twitter is Jim Dunn.
Jim Dunn.
His tag is like Jim Dunn.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. But yeah, that's kind of where Heart to Gold's at. We're still shopping for some album artwork, so if you have anything in mind, it might be cool to have something dog related. I think Beth, Lil B Photography, whatever, she's gonna hop on it, or she's, you know, she had some rough ideas, and we told her like, yo, if you took it serious, like, we'd make that a thing. But there's also Dayton, who said he wanted to do something, but he doesn't really jump on it. Like, he seemed like he would at one point. So, and I don't really want to like nag him about it. I more so want somebody who's like, whoa, I have an idea. Yeah, and they're excited to do it, and like are like, wow, that would be really cool if something I did was like part of what these guys are doing. So that's kind of where the route I'm going. Just like anybody who wants to be a part of it, I want to make the most out of them wanting to like be a part of it. So if you want to be part of Gang Vocals, dude, I'll send you the invite.
Oh, dude, all about it.
We'll probably do it at like Eric's house or Hush or something.
Yeah, I've never done gang vocals. I'm like,
Need to disable.
gang vocals.
Yeah, everybody thinks that the gang vocals and still stuff are like team gang vocals, but it was just me and Eric. Like, we just layered and we tried to sound like, dude, we did this whole thing where we tried to sound like girls, like super high falsetto voices, and then we tried to like emulate the big dudes in a crowd who had
That
like
sounds really
who
cool.
like couldn't sing, and like you just tried to like be the low end in the gang vocals. Because there's always people like that.
Yeah, it's true. It's a cacophony.
Yeah.
I have to kill this. Oh god. That's a nightmare.
Dude, yeah. You're blind.
You blinded me, dude.
Scoutwalker down. I repeat, the ATST is down.
Even with superior firepower, the rebels can't win.
See upper level.
Dude, Doubt, that hardcore band, that's kind of cool that they're playing with like all these rap artists.
What?
They played with like Ghostmane, who's like a pretty prominent, huge. Well, he's not like huge, but like he's got some clout. He does like the whole like hardcore rap thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're playing with a rapper called Young Simi, who's like, I don't know, he's got clout too. But it's just like they're on all these rap shows, and it's kind of cool to see that.
Take them down.
People
And
are
secure the
doing
TIE
that.
Dude, I
fighters for
love
our
crossover
escape.
shit.
Swear to God, dude. You like Show Me the Body?
I haven't heard of that.
Dude, that band is, they're Death Grip style, but like, they're tight, dude. They're not as like ugly Death Grip side. They're more so, I don't know, I think they're a lot more punk hardcore than they are rap, but like, a lot of their stuff is like they played a sold out show at the Caboose with Denzel Curry. Yeah, dude, it was huge. People were going fuck. And then Early Eyes played that show too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. March 2nd. Lock down the date. 7th Street entry. I can't tell you who, but it's a name.
It's a name?
It's a name.
I don't even know about this. It's an exclusive.
Yeah. It's exclusive, dude.
Exclusive.
7th Street entry, March 2nd. Mark it down. Dude, I'm not in love with K-Dogs, but I'm in love with K-Dogs.
You gonna put that out there? You gonna put that in the public? That's in love with K-Dogs.
Dude, yeah,
Their
she
photos
knows.
are fucking good.
She knows. I'm also in love with Trish. Misery of One.
I'm right behind you.
Seemed like they were doing some things last night.
They were doing, and that's why I said that, because
Yeah.
I'm looking at these photos and I'm like, dude,
They're like making out with just like
hanging out,
doing crazy things.
lingerie living. Sometimes I'm like, yo, I feel kind of weird just like looking at these photos, but it's also like, I feel like their intention is to like put it out there. So if you want to look at it, you can look at it. It's
kind of
not
loses
like,
its like mystery after a while. You're just like, oh yeah, go.
yeah, I don't know. I don't want to like hate on anybody's excitement and thrill of doing so. I used to think that way, like, and sometimes I still do. Just like the whole losing its mystery thing. But you know, a lot of people would just be like, well, dude, fuck you. You can take your shirt off all the time and not have it be a speculated thing. It's like, yeah, I totally understand that. I feel you. So I'm just gonna be like supportive of that. But yeah, I used to just like get weirded out because some people would like the full-on nudes. Like they just put those on my
It was kind of
timeline.
intense for a little bit.
It was just like, I remember unfollowing a few different people just because, and it was like, it's not because I don't like you, it's like, I'm down to like, keep tabs on your life, but just that like, when that's all I'm seeing, it doesn't seem that like, you're keeping Twitter, like, I don't know, it seems like it should be a dating app versus...
Or just get like a second Twitter account. Like,
Right.
Handle it, because then you like know what you're into.
A Twinsta.
Twin stuff.
Twin stuff. DIY band secretly wishes somebody else would DI.
It's the reason we've been fighting so long.
Wait, what?
Tried to make them afraid
Oh,
since you
do
made
it.
them angry.
Do it, yeah.
Someone told me
That
once
is
that
every
rebellions are
DIY
built on
band.
hate.
Hard times.
Nobody wants to do anything.
Nobody wants to do anything. It sucks.
The Empire will change, just like it did when they destroyed the first Death Star.
It is
We
7:18.
adapt or die.
I've been listening to a lot of Kings of Leon lately.
Commander, we have a problem.
What you been listening
What is it, Hask?
What
Corvus
kind
was
of
damaged by the Death Star
I
explosion.
like
Engines are down, but the crew is making
kind of
repairs.
stopped listening to music at work.
Get the
because I
rendezvous
shit done.
coordinates for
What
the
was I
Admiral.
listening to before that? I've been doing a lot of classic rock.
Okay.
A lot of Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Bob Seger, I posted about the other day. Cheap Trick is always in the rotation.
Bob Seger.
Yeah, Night Moves.
Dude.
You know that song.
My dad is a huge Bob Seger fan.
Yeah.
Credence, Clearwater, CCR,
CCR is so good.
and Bob Seger are like his jams, dude.
Any of them Imperial?
Have you ever? I've been listening to a lot of Fall Out Boy,
Destroyed.
a lot of Julie
What about the
London,
Admiral Star Destroyer?
Boys Age, and I just found a new rapper called Squid Nice.
Squid Nuts.
Yeah, he's not really a whole. He's got catchy hooks.
I've just been listening to nothing but Hard to Go.
Yeah. Black Flag's caught it up there. Ben, have you were you ever in bands?
No.
Dude, what?
I play music a little bit, but I've never when I moved here, I was in law school. I wasn't
Agent Hask, we're
trying to
approaching
commit that much
Corvus.
time.
What's
Right.
the status
Something
on
like
the
that.
engines?
And I thought about it
Ion
every once in
injector
a while.
systems
It's
at 60%. I'm diverting shield
got my
power
mind
to
on business a
reignite the
little bit
engine
more.
For some reason, I thought that you were at one point in a band with
Bombers 2,
some of those
defend the
emo
Corvus.
house
It has
dudes.
no
Yeah?
shield power.
I guess I thought you were a Ridgewood,
Oh yeah.
one of those, because I felt like they had just a huge amount of members, or a significant amount of lineup changes, I should say.
Yeah, that's true. I think I thought about it for a second.
Dude,
But before this year, I never would have thought I would go on tour or something like that.
that's cool.
I have bills to pay.
That's cool.
Can't be devoting myself to something like that. And you don't want to be in a band just to make money.
Dude, the sucky part about touring is paying your rent when you're not even there.
Yeah,
I hate
Agent
that
Hask,
stuff.
status report.
it sucks.
We have the rendezvous coordinates, but the crew needs time.
And I've thought
to repair the
about
engine.
I should live in a
We can make
smaller place
time.
or a
Agent
house where
Miko,
people
let's
can
take out these
be
bombers.
there. But number one, don't want to move. Number two, when you are home, you want a nice place.
That's one for
You
you.
don't want to live in some shitty place and home in some shitty place. So, sticking that out.
How did you meet your roommate?
She went to law school.
Oh, cool.
She was a year older or whatever. And so I lived alone when I moved here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved back to Rockford with my parents for a summer because I got a job there. And then so I moved out to my other place.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were friends, and she just posted that I need a roommate because her roommate moved to Texas or something. Connecticut. Those are not the same places, but one of those. And I was like, yeah.
Engines are almost ready, Commander.
And so
Picking up more bombers on my
Cool.
scanner.
Does she remain in the field of law school?
Yeah, she's a lawyer.
Cool.
She works at a law firm downtown. She's in class action. So suing companies for doing lame shit. Basically.
So when you moved back for that summer, did you live? Did you work at a firm?
Yeah. Cool. Worked at a firm. Did a summer.
He's done for.
So if you're not a case lawyer, what does a firm have you do? Or
I mean,
what
there's
was
a lot
your
of
job?
different types of shit, but what I do is contract work.
Mhm.
So they have a project and they need specific things done for it.
Perfect
Usually
time.
having to do with
Agent
discovery,
Miko, get to
which
the
is
Corvus.
when
I'm right behind you.
you sue somebody and then they either sue you back or they say no, we didn't do that, right? And so then you can do a Rule 12 motion,
Yes,
try and get
Admiral.
it dismissed, but usually
Inferno
it'll move
Squad. The Admiral
and
and I
you
will rendezvous
expect to go to
with you
trial.
later.
Most cases don't go to trial,
Understood, Commander.
but you always act like you're going to go to trial, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you enter the discovery phase, which is when you basically request information from the other side, to try and like prove the evidence. So I did that. They're like, we need all the emails relating to this case.
And you just died.
And you just like dig in all those emails, generate reports, and you gotta like check things for privilege because like if you're communicating with your attorney, like that doesn't get turned over. A lot of stuff like that.
What do you think about the O.J. Simpson trial?
Approach.
I don't know much of the law stuff, to be quite honest, but like
the Emperor is dead.
Like I think what was significant about the O.J. trial, from like a legal perspective, is that there was like a lot of stuff that kind of developed as the case developed. Because like basically, usually when you go to trial, you know everything about the case. Like there's no like surprise witnesses or like this person said this thing, because you go through the discovery and you take depositions and you get statements from everybody, so you know what they're going to say.
Correct.
But like in the OJ trial, like things are like changing so rapidly day to day, which is why like people were like glued to their TVs for that like 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, right? And like they like got police on the stand who like said all this crazy stuff, and they like found out like that one guy, I think his name is Mark Furman, like used the N-word all the time. They had him on like tape talking about how he loves to use the N-word and like hates black people,
right?
And like got into all that stuff. So like that case was like crazy. I can't even imagine like the people who got to work on it.
Cannot be allowed.
Damn. This is a hologram of the Emperor. This is weird. I saw this in the previews for this game.
Burned away. He, my messenger. He shall relay you.
Yeah, so I guess the answer is like still like work cases. It's just like a case by case kind of basis. Of, like,
Operation Cinder is the last command.
Do you think he did it?
Do I think what OJ?
The first step in security.
Everybody knows he did it.
Yeah, he fucking did it, dude. That's crazy.
What's our target?
Well, you heard it here first. Ben solved the OJ case.
That information.
I wonder if people like. I wonder if like Rob Kardashian is like, yeah, that guy.
Your next assignments. They are.
I don't know. I mean, like I watched that like FX series, and they kind of like portrayed him as
These
like
are unusual times.
being kind of hapless, like he didn't really know what was going on, and, like was just trying to help his friend or whatever. He was also played by fucking David Schwimmer from Friends, so he's kind of like a bumbling kind of guy.
Right.
But like I think maybe, you know, by the end of that trial, like everything was so weird that he just like.
In preparation for Operation Cinder,
probably did. I mean, he lost the civil case, so the family at least got money. But the police did like fuck up that case super hard. And so from like
Agent Miko, you have the corpus.
From one perspective, you can say like if the police fuck up super hard, they don't deserve the conviction because that incentivizes them to do their jobs and handle evidence properly, which is what they didn't do in that case. Because they knew him, basically. They were friends.
Come on.
Is like the crazy thing about that whole thing. It's like OJ was like friends with the police.
My friend was informed the Admiral that Operation Cinder could proceed as planned.
He was like a big celebrity. He was a well-known dude.
That case is deep. Dude,
still relevant today.
Have you ever had like a juicy drop pop?
What?
Like, it's like a candy thing. It's like those things where it's like a sucker, and then the front, like, you know, it has like a cap, and the front is like this squeezable thing, and you squeeze this sour juice into the middle of the sucker because there's like a little pocket, and you like put the juice in the sucker, and then you put the sucker in your mouth and you suck on it, and it's like super sour because it's liquid, but it's like sweet because it's like a sucker. They used to have commercials for them like all the time. I used to love that shit when I was younger, and like
no, I remember Baby Bottle.
Dude, yeah, it's like same company, same, yeah. It's just like
the candy that requires work.
Right. Dude, I had today at that stew, I had agave nectar.
Blockade runner destroyed.
You know, like it's like honey style stuff. Like I had this agave nectar, and I'm hooked. Like I tried it and I tasted it, and I was like, dude, this tastes just like a juicy drop pop thing. Like it just has that like flavor.
Wait, it was like agave nectar? Is that like a juice?
Yeah, it's like no, it's like honey. It's like a thick liquid thing. Nectar. It's nectar. It's from like, you know, the agave plant. Some tequila.
Engaging enemy transport.
He's taking evasive action.
Yeah, you got really far in this dude.
Before it has a chance to board.
Yeah, once I stopped dying.
One down.
Doing stuff.
There are still 2 more searching the station.
There's like more varied, like,
Before they find a way
well,
to
like
breach
I heard
my
like the
ship.
single player wasn't great in this game, but it's like at least like varying things up.
Follow me.
Mm-hmm.
I think just like the story is kind of disappointing.
Rebel ship destroyed.
Like, if you're playing as an Imperial, like what do you think of it?
That's all of
Right,
them.
yeah.
Dauntless needs to restore power. Let's take out those rebel ion cannons.
Exactly what you think is gonna happen.
Yes, Commander. Then
They
we
didn't
shall
really try very
decimate the
hard.
rebels.
Due respect, sir. Once your systems are online, you should flee the system with the satellite.
Imagine if this stuff was real.
Like a coward.
Dude, this stuff is real.
Absolutely not.
Star Wars is real, and no one can convince me otherwise.
Dude, I believe we have the technology to get shit like this done.
Maybe.
Dude, they have a space station. You know they can make like space stations that move propelled by jets.
On my way, Agent.
Just
It's really
the
hard.
funding.
Like actual
Funding.
spaceflight is
I'll
like,
lead him inside the station.
is crazy. It's like, cause like this is like Star Wars is World War II in space.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just like dogfighting, but
Marcio, he's
you're in
still on
space,
me.
right? Like actual spaceflight, like is weird, right? Because there's no friction, there's no atmosphere.
There's no gravitational
I've got him
pull.
in my
depending
sights.
So
on
once you
where
start
are.
moving in one direction, you just continue to move in that direction.
So be able to like alternate between going north, south. In space, what is north? What is south?
There isn't. You ever seen that episode of Futurama where Bender gets like launched into space?
Mm-mm.
He gets launched into space and he's just like drifting forever.
One of my favorite parts in Futurama is when
Taking damage.
the inventor, or the scientist, what's his name? Farnsworth. And Farnsworth is just
Thanks for
like,
the assist, Commander.
he like talks to the janitor dude, he's just like, I need vomit stat. And he's just like,
You are clear,
what
Commander. Get
viscosity?
to that hangar.
Because viscosity is like
enemy
how
ship.
thick it is.
Yeah.
Agent Hask, join me
What
inside
kind of
when I give
thickness
the order.
puke do you
Until then, cover the Dauntless.
Not all
Yes,
puke is
Commander.
created equal.
I didn't
When was the
realize.
last time you puked?
Oh, see, I have this weird acid reflux shit that happens. So like, I'll like go to a bar and I'll like drink, or like if I go to like Chipotle and I eat too much, like, and we have to like walk to the car, like walk a few blocks, like I'll puke a little bit. Like
Really?
I'll puke a little bit and it'll like come up and. Yeah, it's really bad. I've hit a really low point in that whole spiel because I just found out that the reason for all that is because of acid reflux, and I went so long, like in my childhood and like my now adult life, like just kind of like not knowing what was going on, and like that's like something you take medication for, or like change your diet for, or whatever. That it's like it's gotten to a point that it's kind of like a downhill battle from here. I can't really like reverse anything unless I were to have this surgery. Technically, I have like this disease, and it's called GERD. It's like esophageal, reflux disease. And it's like the end of your esophagus, like there's like some muscles or something that usually surround like the opening of your stomach and the beginning of your esophagus, and it acts like a gate, you know, like certain things can go in, certain things can't come out because like there's like this tension and gate. But like after like eating, you know, the wrong stuff and like not doing the correct things with your body after you eat like a certain amount, like if you were to eat a bunch and then like sit in a position where like, you know, your stomach isn't able to like work with the acid, like it just like sits on top of this like little muscle stuff, and it like chews at it until it creates it where there's like an even flow so your stomach acid can go through. And what happened recently, like I didn't find out until I first moved into the spot that I'm in now, but like I kept getting like throat infections, and like it would feel like there's like a rock in the middle of my throat and like blobs, and I'd always be like trying to like cough stuff out, and there's nothing would be there, and like I ended up getting my tonsils removed because like when I would sleep, I would like eat right before. I just have this super bad habit like that, like I don't eat breakfast and I don't eat a whole lot during the day, and then I eat like a full meal before I pass out, like and go to bed, and so like it just doesn't digest properly, and like this stomach acid would creep up when I'm sleeping, and it would just like, you know, essentially just like smother my tonsils in stomach acid and just like burn them and create these craters that bacteria would get in. And so I would like always get like really gross tonsil stones, and like they would just like, you know, I'd keep getting tonsillitis, and then I started like yelling and singing and doing that shit.
I was gonna say, it must make being a vocalist like really hard.
It sucked, and then I just like, you know, I didn't know how to, I just was like, I keep getting sick, and I don't know why I keep getting sick. Like, I kept thinking that there was like this underlying thing, like super deep problem that kept happening, and like, you know, we went to so many different doctors and everything, and like, it would get to the point where like I was in, like, I'd wake up in the morning and be puking up like blue shit, like, and like I would go to the hospital, and like I fainted in my shower once, and like I like went to the hospital, and my fever was like 102 or something like that, and like I sat there after like 7 doctor visits, and they finally told me like, you have like severe tonsillitis to where it's like getting into your blood, like wait this battle out. And like on top of all that, like from the get, they just thought that I was getting these like, you know, bacterial infections, so they would prescribe me antibiotics. If you take a shitload of antibiotics, like, and that stems from like, I used to have like really bad acne, so I took like antibiotic stuff for my acne, but I like was in this routine and took that for so long that like these antibiotics that they're prescribing me aren't really doing anything because I'm already on an antibiotic. So they would prescribe me like heavier antibiotics, and like that like just like fucked up my immune system really bad, and then I ended up having to like get my tonsils taken out. And it wasn't until like I went to like an ENT for like the 6th or 7th time, and it was like one in Minneapolis, and she told me that like, I think like all the symptoms that you're describing to me is like really intense acid reflux. And then like I started taking this one medication, and like I since then haven't gotten sick. I haven't been sick for since like July, and that was like before that I would get sick like once or twice every single month, and I'd be like bed stricken, like I couldn't leave, like that's why I didn't have a job for super long, because it was like I was always taking off time. It was just like there was no way I was like keeping a job like that. So yeah, that's like super annoying stuff to deal with. Just like acid reflux stuff. I have no idea where like that all stemmed from.
I don't remember either, but that's like, it's cool that they like figure it out. You think like doctors like know everything, but a lot of times they're just like guessing. Kind of same thing with lawyers too.
Just like a diagnosis the wrong way.
Yeah.
I have an idea for the last one.
You know, so like one person thinks of this, and another person thinks of that, and ultimately like it's trial and error. Like you try one thing,
right?
Hope that it fixes the problem. If it doesn't, you try a different thing. But so those people just don't know shit.
Yeah, I remember just getting so upset, like going to his place and then thinking I was good, and then just being annoyed at their like general ruling of whatever they saw. Like, dude, I was tested for like, I remember being so scared, and like me and one of my exes like had a huge falling out because like I was being tested for like HIV and like all this different shit because they couldn't figure out what was going on, and they thought, yeah, they just thought that it was like,
are you getting sick all the time?
They thought that it was from like oral sex and shit like that, and that like my significant other got me like this super, like gave me a STD or whatever, and then like I remember like, dude, like the waiting period if you don't pay a certain amount of money for like all those tests to come back is like a month. So I remember just sitting on the idea that like I might have these STDs for like a month, and like, yeah, we like broke up. But yeah, it was like crazy.
And then it's acid reflux.
Acid reflux, dude. And it's like, it's still to this day, like every single day, like even the medication, just like, it fucks with me so bad. I need to like, you know, also stop smoking, and I need to change my diet. But it's just like, being 22 is really stupid. Like, it's hard to like be responsible when it comes to that stuff, because you see, like, everybody is always like, late night bites, dude, fuck it. Like, I don't have that problem. Like, you can go eat at fucking Hard Times at 2 in the morning and go to bed by 3, and I'll wake up and want Hard Times in the morning. And just like shit like that, and everybody's always smoking and drinking. Dude, drinking is crazy. Like, that shit just like dehydrates me like crazy. And like, I'll wake up and like can't even speak.
Like, my two vices are like, number 1, coffee, and number 2, alcohol. And both those things together equals dehydration.
Yeah.
Super bad. But also I figured out that I have no idea what it is about beer, but there's something about beer that gives me headaches. I get headaches anyway. And so like I'll get these really bad hangovers, and I've kind of like, and I've even forgotten, I like for a while I was like, I'm not gonna drink beer, and then I completely forgot. And then I had these horrible hangovers, and I'm like, what is this? Like, you know, I like had like a reasonable amount of alcohol, and I'm just like on the floor in the morning. You know?
That's crazy.
And it's literally because of beer. There's something in beer, or it's like too much carbs or something, that like makes my stomach really sick in the head.
Yeah,
it's like last night I drank a bottle and a half of wine. It felt pretty good today.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I can drink that much wine and like 6 beers kills me, I probably shouldn't drink beer. The problem being, what do you always get whenever you're doing it?
Heroes, dude.
Beer, PBR in the green room, PBR at work.
Yep.
Because it's cheap and it's easy and it's like always good.
It's pleasing.
And I enjoy a good beer.
Yeah.
But like, I really should switch to like spirits,
dude,
or wine.
Shooters. Shooters are like, you go up to the counter at a liquor store and they're the little tiny bottles.
Let's make your own shots.
6 of those? You buy 6 of those for $6? You drink 2 on a light stomach? You're gone. 2 gingers, dude. That's what I'm on. I just like take a shooter down the hatch. Freaking, you're good. No beer, like, because beer dehydrates me more than just like taking a pull or something. I don't know.
That still sounds awful.
Oh, dude.
Maybe there was 22 and 26.
Dude, get this. I have to drink
I like to
Ensure.
sip on a nice drink.
I have to drink Ensure now, like a nutrition drink or whatever.
Yeah.
I used Ensure to chase Jim Beam. Dude, it's like powdery, and it's like, it makes your breath smell. It's like, it's got all those weird things going on.
Yeah, like the thing they always like tell you to like drink after a hangover is like Pedialyte.
Our next mission
You like
is
the
equally
electrolytes?
important.
Yeah, but you can stir yourself the wrong way, I guess, if you drink the wrong Pedialyte for that.
Oh, really?
Because, yeah, that stuff's like doctor prescribed, and that's for certain people with like colon problems, I think.
The observatory is
But yeah, it's like
protected
an
by a mantle defense
over-hydrating drink.
Agent Miko,
But you can
we
like,
need your technical expertise to
I don't know, I
disable
guess you
it.
can like
Take what you need for an
overhydrate,
expedition,
and you can
locate
cause
and
like
destroy the observatory.
hyper something. I don't know what it's called. Steven told me about it once. Something, but like I remember I was just getting sick all the time and like drinking 2 gallons of water a day because I thought that was the only way to flush out my body and be okay. On top of that, I wasn't eating more than 1 meal a day, so none of the water was being retained. So I just like flush out anything, any nutrient that would come into my body. I just like flush it out.
Oh yeah.
So then I was like gonna start drinking Pedialyte because I thought it would help me not get sick as much. And then I like read into it, and it's just like, yeah, if you're like drinking a shit ton and you drink Pedialyte, like you'll for sure just like overhydrate yourself and like not get any nutrients whatsoever.
I'm Luke.
That's pretty tight.
I'll be fine, R2. You stay here, all right?
Alright. We should probably finish up soon, but there's definitely one thing I gotta make you do before we do it.
Yeah.
Which is some Jedi shit.
Okay.
You gotta play some Jedi shit.
Yeah.
Who you wanna play? Who you trying to play?
Who can I play? Be
like Darth Vader, Kylo, Darth Maul. You can be Rey. You can be Luke. You can be Palpatine. Palpatine doesn't have a lightsaber though. He just has lightning.
Can I be General Grievous?
No.
You can't, dude. He's got like 7 lightsabers.
Nobody put General Grievous in this game.
Oh, what about
Nobody wants General Grievous in this game or Count Dooku. The prequels are shit.
Count Dooku has a 6 saber. It's curved. The handle's curved,
Okay.
dude. I had that toy. I also had a Darth Maul toy. Who is Mace Windu?
No.
You can't be Mace? Okay, well.
Guess you're being Darth Maul.
Alright, that's cool. I'm down with Maul. Embrace the dark side. What are you gonna do after I split out of here?
Probably play more of this game.
Dude, good.
Gotta get the time in because, you know, you work 9 to 5, like, you think, I don't know, you just don't think about how much time that shit takes up. Like, I get home around, like, 6:30. You gotta, like, start thinking about bed, like, 9, 10 o'clock.
So, are you at a law firm still right now?
Yeah.
What firm?
It's called Holland & Law.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Employment, plaintiff side.
They're cool with, like, you taking time off for touring and stuff?
I mean, they'll probably lay me off when the work's done. But it seems like they have a lot of work right now, so.
Oh, so you're just kind of like...
I'm contract, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
Your own boss. Anyway.
Many bosses, but yeah.
Who's this guy?
Bosk. He's a bounty hunter.
Bosk. Never seen him. Darth Emperor. Captain Phasma. Never seen this guy.
Phasma's from Force Awakens.
Oh yeah.
Like the captain. She like didn't do much in Force Awakens, but she's in the trailer, like, fighting for Last Jedi. So she's probably in that.
Gotta be Maul.
Yeah. Like Darth Maul's like the only like prequel hero. He's good. He's got his lightsaber.
Do you like? Can you zoom in on people?
No.
Oh my god. Who am I? Oh, my enemies are over there. Okay. How do I like deflect your stuff?
You hold the left. But like killing him is just way easier. Hit like the right, like the little shoulder button on the right. The one above that one.
Oh my god, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Damn. Now I know.
Yeah, you just respawn them. It's like a time thing. Go get him.
I have been waiting. Hurt. You I claim.
This is tight. Now this is sick. I played Battlefront 2 once.
Yeah, I mean this is Battlefront 2.
Yeah,
because they just started over. And they were like, we're gonna make Battlefront 1 again, and just ignore the fact that there's already a Battlefront 1. And now there's 2 Battlefront 2s, and Battlefront 2 is so good. So they got a lot to live up to. But I like this one a lot. I didn't play a lot of the other ones they made. like 2 years ago or whatever. This one's really better. Thus far.
So blocking is with this one? You like press it down?
No, like this.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll see.
What do you seek?
You won, dude.
I won?
You won. Killed 50 dudes. 3 minutes. Alright, that's gonna do it for the stream.
Dude.
Heart to Gold, Facebook, Twitter, tour,
Ben Cisney, Facebook.
Lawman, everywhere. I'm everywhere all the time. Fidget spinners for life, dude. Ugh, where'd the controller go?
That was clear.
Bye.